Good morning, FHS. It's Mrs. Watt on Wednesday, March 25th, coming to you from my house in Fairport, taking a few seconds away, hiding from my family, so I can check in with you and let you know what life has been like at the Watt house lately. My husband and I have two kids who both go to school in Fairport. They're in 6th grade and 8th grade, and this is the first week that administrators have had to work from home. And so much like all of you parents and students, we too are trying to figure out a new way of doing business in our house while trying to work and do school. And it's this weird blend of feeling like everything's at a standstill and there's nothing at all to do, but then also feeling inundated with work and emails and setting up Google Classroom and making sure you know how to connect virtually and having some sort of routine, but not too strict a routine. So, our house right now is kind of looking like a lot of lists. That's how we're getting it done. So my kids, for example, making a lot of lists, trying to figure out what work they have to do because there's a lot of emails coming in. We're trying not to set a specific day for any of it, just say, let's try to chip away at it as much as we can, a little bit at a time without feeling too much stress or too overwhelmed. And so we're doing the same thing as adults. I'm making a list of things that I need to be doing for work. I'm working on next year's schedule. I'm trying to put it together, trying to exercise some control where I can. Even though some things are at a standstill, there's tons of other things that I'm trying to get done so I can keep moving forward. And all you parents out there, I'm sure you know, there's stuff around your house that you're like, this is the best time, let's do it, let's get it done. So we got one of those lists too. I'm gonna be really honest with you. My husband made this list. I did not make this list. And the truth of the matter is I have no idea what a grout pen is, and I've never cleaned a baseboard in my life. But I now know there's a lot of them in our house, like a lot of them. It's gonna take a really long time, but I'm a team player, so I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna help. So to that end, the moral of the story really is that take a little bit at a time. Just because you don't figure all of this out in one day, it doesn't mean that you're a bad homeschooling parent, and it doesn't mean that you're a bad homeschooled student. It means you're normal, really, really normal, because this is all strange and weird, and some days are better than others. For example, some days I go to the refrigerator and I think to myself, I'm ready, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna clean out the refrigerator and organize it because it's on the list. Some days totally successful. And then the next day I could go to that very same refrigerator and open it and say, I think today I just feel like eating everything in the refrigerator. So to that point, trying to do something every single day for myself and for somebody else. It's the best way to kind of keep me feeling productive and to make me feel connected and engaged still to people that I care a lot about. And so today I am very, very grateful for people in our community going with our theme of gratitude this week, for people like Mrs. Kirkazes. And I know lots of you know her and have had her as a teacher, who's going around from house to house, taking pictures of families and trying to capture this moment in history. So to her, I am extremely grateful for all that she's doing during a really weird time for everybody. So on that note, Fairport High School, want to do a big shout out and say happy birthday to all of these folks. I know things are strange and uncertain, but here's hoping you have an awesome day and take good care of Fairport High School.